Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Eh bien, bonjour, bonsoir, mesdemoiselles, messieurs les mortels, j'espère que vous allez bien. Aujourd'hui, nous nous retrouvons pour le chapitre 4 sur Alan Wake 1. La dernière fois, on avait débuté et terminé le chapitre 3. Enfin bon, dans le jeu c'est épisode 3, voilà, mais moi je dis chapitre. Du coup, voilà, cette session-là va représenter le chapitre 4, parce que la dernière fois, on avait retrouvé justement le kidnappeur, mais il était mort, malheureusement. Et du coup, on a été récupéré par Hartman dans son lieu où il travaille, quoi, justement, à Cauldron Lake. Sans plus attendre, on y va, c'est parti.
There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Allez, c'est parti.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan. Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
C'est exactement ce
Go
qui se
this
passe.
way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically. I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved
trying
his
to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed
madly
for
inside
yourself.
my head.
But
I
can't
dug my
do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside.
Attendez, hein, voilà, comme ça au moins je sais. Bah attendez, justement, ouais, c'est ça qu'il fallait que je regarde pour l'épisode 4. Du coup, combien il y a de documents? Ah bah il y en a juste un seul en mode cauchemar dans cet épisode-là. Ok. Il y en a juste un seul. Très bien. Ok, c'est bon. Voilà, c'est bon, je l'ai. Bon, ça va, quand il y en a pas beaucoup, bah, genre là, il y en a qu'un seul de documents à chercher, ça va aller très vite. Hein.
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay, okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on
elbow
video
strike.
games.
Ooh, yeah.
It's trash, of course, but it does
I'll get
involve
'em
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Juste des neurones en moins, quoi. Bon, c'est un peu pareil pour elle, tu regardes.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Tiens, les revoilà.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had a, how should I put this, a heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, got any booze on you?
Yeah, no. Sorry,
We have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine. Clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens. What were they? Memory and thought. The hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmares shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
Ah,
Ce qu'il y a de bien avec les dialogues qu'on peut considérer un peu comme secondaires de ce genre de personnage, bah derrière il y a des éléments du lore derrière et c'est très important. C'est ça que j'aime beaucoup dans Alan Wake, surtout le premier.
So tired. Built the farm close to the lake, a place of power.
We had parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
Fat Bob faltered through the window, hit that hippie chick in the back of the head. 15 stitches and a concussion. Bob's dead now. Leukemia.
Stitches, snitches, and narcs, man. Bad scene.
I am tired, man. So tired.
I want to go home.
Ok, je crois qu'ils ont plus rien à dire. Je peux m'en aller.
I'm a bad dream, and you can't wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare because all dreams are only imagination. They're only in your head, and they're not there when you wake up. So you can't wake up because I'm in charge now, and I don't want to disappear. My nightmare is the publisher people who want to make a contribution so they can say they made a contribution. And then we end up with mullets in there because they think mullets are funny. But it wasn't supposed to be about mullets. And now it's about mullets. And when it's in slow motion, they call it mullet time because the numbers came back from marketing that mullet time is the hook we needed to go big in the target demographic. And they're not even kidding. They say it all like serial killers with straight faces and smiles. My nightmare is the writers who want to make everything from the characters to the toasters talk all the time and express their feelings so they won't shut up. And the writers won't shut up either because they have feelings too. And I have to listen to them because they're not scared of me. And everyone should just shut up. Shut up. Shut up. But I don't see nightmares anymore because I'm too scary for them. I take 2 pills every morning and 1 with every meal and 4 when I go to bed. And that makes me the scariest nightmare of all.
Il dit une part de vérité dans ce qu'il dit, malgré qu'il soit un peu fou.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better. Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
Donc c'est Alan qui peint, ce qui paraît. Ouais. Un peu de ressemblance, mais pas beaucoup, quoi.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Allez, on revient dans notre chambre.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Ouais, c'est tout à fait ça. La Dark Presence qui se sert d'Alan pour ses plans machiavéliques.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer? I don't know. Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
It's my store. I'm taking it.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Allez, on va récupérer nos pages de manuscript. Ah, c'est qu'il y a des choses ici.
The tapes said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Et ça, c'est toute la carte de Cauldron Lake, ça. Enfin, Bright Falls, je veux dire. Bah, cool pas. Alors, il me semble que, ouais, il y a un succès avec ça, je crois.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake, what would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Rudolph Lane's case is interesting. He was completely blocked, and frankly, I was about to discard him as useless. However, once Wake arrived and started writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder of sorts. I hadn't considered the existence of such a role before, let alone its implications, but the paintings he has produced are informative. At least he's easily controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's frustrating that the best subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
I'm buying that. I was tailing Wheeler, and this is the only place he could have gone. That means Wake is probably there too.
Agent Nightingale, this is private property, and I will not allow you to disturb my patients.
Yeah? I can get a warrant. How'd your fragile little patients like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority now, Agent.
Listen, you smut snob. How would you like it if I busted through this gate and knocked you around a little?
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
Ouais, il y avait bien un succès en rapport avec ça, c'est bien ce que je me disais.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Ah bah de toute façon, Hartman, c'est un personnage vraiment très spécial hein, dans la franchise Alan Wake. Hein. Parce qu'on le reverra plus tard dans Control, justement.
Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds. Seriously, do you have any idea how much trouble you're in? I am famous. I represent a celebrity. They'll be looking for me. Oh, that's how you want to play it? Is that how you want to play it? Really? Okay, that's how we'll play it. It'll be hardball all the way. You're seriously, man. I'm willing to forget the whole thing if you let me out now. Just let me out. Hey, you think I can't hear you out there? I hear you just fine. You what? Is this how you get your kicks, Hartman? I knew you were weird. You got that weird guy look. If you're one of those nurses, I'll double what he's paying you, okay? Do you have any idea how much I make as an agent of a best-selling writer? A lot. Is a personal check good?
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry! Man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy out. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well. worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea.
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Je me demande s'il a pas... Ouais, non, je pense que je vais pas le dire tout de suite, ouais. En tout cas, on croit qu'il est mort, mais on le reverra plus tard. Hein. Ah merde. Non, il n'y a rien ici, ok, très bien. Ah, ok, c'est bon. J'ai un autre flair, c'est bon. On n'entend pas trop ce qu'il dit à la télé, malheureusement. Bon, malheureusement, il n'y a pas eu les sous-titres, c'est un peu dommage. Du coup, j'ai pas trop bien compris ce qu'il se disait.
But the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Merci, Barry.
Oh, God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
On attend un peu pour que ça régénère. Ok, ça va être bon, je pense. Ah merde. Et ici. Oh putain, y'a rien ici. Oh putain. Pfiou, mon dieu. Ah, attendez, faut que je remette mon téléphone parce qu'il s'est mis en veille. Nickel, je vais d'ailleurs en profiter par la même occasion pour regarder et voir s'il n'y a pas de problème de place. Non, c'est bon, ok, ça va. Oh putain. Allez, toi, je vais te buter, comme ça c'est fait, tu vas me laisser tranquille. Voilà. Moi, tu vas me laisser tranquille. Merci. On a fusil à pompe, merci. Ah putain, il a mis trop de temps à sortir le pompe. Voilà, nickel. Parfait, c'est bon. Allez, on continue. Alors là, on va en avoir besoin des ressources ici, parce que vu qu'après, il va y avoir des vagues d'ennemis qui vont arriver. Mieux vaut être préparé, quoi. Donc pour ça, je vais sortir le pompe déjà. Comme ça, on est tranquille.
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
Barry!
I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it. Just hang on now. Oh, hey, found a corner.
Oh putain, c'était chaud. Oh putain, c'était chaud.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the
But
craziest.
maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out! Al! God damn it, Al, talk to me!
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Al, there's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Woo! Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh? You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al! I'll be waiting!
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al! I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area! You can catch up! Don't worry about it! I'm on the case!
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry. Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Putain, je viens de remarquer que j'avais oublié de rabaisser mon micro. J'ai complètement oublié, désolé. Je suis sincèrement désolé, j'avais oublié de rabaisser mon micro. Comme un idiot, bon ça va. Vous n'avez pas loupé de quelque chose d'important que j'ai dit, donc ça va. Je disais juste tout à l'heure quand on voyait Barry en dessous, j'avais jamais prêté attention. Voilà, c'est tout. J'ai juste dit que j'ai pas remarqué que tout à l'heure quand il y avait Barry en bas, je pensais pas qu'on pouvait le voir, mais en fait si on pouvait le voir. Voilà, c'est tout. C'est tout ce que j'avais dit, mais sinon à part ça, le reste, pas du tout. Rien du tout. Oh putain. J'ai glissé. Nice.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Voilà, va falloir faire plein d'esquives, hein. Ah putain. Bon bah je peux pas allumer. Voilà, nickel, c'est bon. Phew. Comme ça, on regagne un peu de santé. Nickel, ça. Y a rien ici, ok.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Et voilà, une meilleure flash, on va la prendre. Nickel. Autre chose ou il n'y a rien du tout ici? Il n'y a rien du tout, on dirait, ouais. On peut y aller.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
Alors là, je crois qu'il y a des pièges à ours, faut que je fasse gaffe. Oh.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
Et ça, c'est Thomas Zane, ça. Ok, ouais. Ouais. Mais disait bien qu'il y a des pièges à ours, faut que je fasse gaffe. Oh putain. C'est au dernier moment que je l'ai vu, lui, hein.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Allez, merci pour les cartouches de pompe, ça fait plaisir. Est-ce que je peux... Je crois que je pouvais monter ici, ouais. Là. Ouais, bon, il n'y a rien ici, ok. Perte de temps. Ah putain. D'habitude je me les prends jamais mais là... Oh putain non, j'étais presque arrivé. Putain fait chier. Waouh, mais j'avais esquivé. Ah putain. Pfiou. Mon Dieu. C'est bon.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you? No! Don't! I'm sorry!
The front door was locked.
Ok. Fermé, ok.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. My buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
Voilà. Il est mort.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die.
I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen.
Ben voilà. On apprend que c'est Zane plus tard qui va l'aider, quoi. Parce que justement, la personne qu'on a vue tout à l'heure avec la lumière bien très très claire, hein, bien brillante là, tout à l'heure, c'était lui. Est-ce que tu vas me suivre, toi? Pas vraiment l'impression. Alors je sais qu'il y a un coffre ici, on va aller le récupérer. Bah voilà, parfait, il est là. Là je vais en avoir besoin par contre, hein. Comme ça moi j'ai la totale. Nickel. J'ai pas l'impression qu'il va sortir le type, hein. Enfin, je crois pas. What? Ça va être le type à l'intérieur, j'imagine, qui m'a vu. Je pense, vu que je l'ai esquivé. De toute façon, il est bloqué, donc il peut pas venir. Hein. Donc ouais. Alors visiblement, c'est pas cette cabine, visiblement. Faut que j'en trouve une autre de cabine comme ça. Alors, profite pour occuper ce thermos, comme ça c'est fait. Il faut que je trouve une autre cabine, comme on a vu là il y a un instant. Faut que j'en trouve une autre. Allez, je prends ça, il y a un coffre ici, c'est nickel ça. Allez, on ramasse un max de stuff, parce qu'on va en avoir besoin pour un passage qui va arriver dans pas très longtemps. Donc là, avoir énormément de stuff, ça va vraiment bien m'aider. Un fusil de chasse, tiens. Est-ce que j'ose le prendre? Ouais, allez, on le prend. Ça peut aider.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give them a hand, all right?
This is Pat Maine on KBF FM, hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
Ça, il parle de Alice. On peut pas aller ici, très bien. Oh Christ. Tiens, je vais en profiter pour ramasser ce thermos. Par contre, j'ai pas trop traîné, hein. Allez, on se casse. Ouais, voilà, c'est bon. J'ai l'impression qu'il n'y a pas vraiment d'autres cabines. Je pense pas qu'elle soit là, l'autre. On va continuer, hein. Voilà, on va mettre la voiture ici, comme ça va bloquer en partie leur chemin. Et ça c'est plutôt cool. Voilà, une bonne flash dans la gueule. Ça calme, hein. Nickel. Et ça, contre ce genre de boss, ça les calme tellement, ça. Faudra que j'en garde une, parce que je crois qu'il y a un autre boss de ce type-là tout à l'heure. Hein. Je me demande si ce serait pas ici, là. Ah! Je crois que... Ouais, c'est celle-là, ouais. C'est ici. C'est cette note. Je reconnais, c'est bon. Il y a un caillou juste à côté, normalement. Un gros caillou. Ouais, c'est ça, c'est exactement, c'est ici. Nickel, c'est cette note. Nice. On va voir s'il n'y a pas des ressources à l'intérieur de cette petite infrastructure en bois. C'est du bois? Ouais, on dirait du bois, ouais. Rien du tout. Allez, c'est par là, c'est le fameux passage en question où là, va falloir vraiment, justement, avec tout le loot qu'on a récupéré, je pense que ça devrait largement suffire. Je vérifie juste voir si c'est toujours de la place. Oui, c'est bon. Parce que ça peut être ce moment-là, où il va y avoir des vagues d'ennemis, donc là, avec tout ce qu'on a récupéré, plus les ressources qu'il y aura en plus sur la scène, ça va, ça devrait aller.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
God damn!
So glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Johnson.
Shut up and shoot! Ow! We have to fight them off! Fireworks, I'm here and help you out!
Attends, il n'y avait pas une autre lampe là qui est mieux ici là? Voilà, c'est bon, nickel. Là on a une meilleure lampe là, c'est nickel. Putain de ta race! Oh putain, fais chier.
Please, please, please!
Ouh, voilà.
Children of the Elder God! Enjoy it, goddamn!
Nice. Parfait ça. C'est bon.
That was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Nickel. Allez, on y va, c'est parti, on continue.
Hey, Al, this way to the farm!
Bon là faut ouvrir le passage hein, ici. On va y aller, on va pas perdre trop de temps.
See, bestseller, no reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time.
Mais juste avant, je crois qu'il y a un document ici à récupérer quand on était en haut tout à l'heure. Il me semble qu'il y a quelque chose à récupérer. Voilà, parfait, un document, nickel. Enfin, une page de manuscrit plutôt. Alors là, la lampe que j'ai, c'est actuellement la meilleure lampe du jeu, parce que c'est, voilà, une lampe... je sais plus trop comment on appelle ça, une genre de lanterne de quelque chose, je sais pas, c'est un nom particulier, cette lampe-là. Vu que c'est de type heavy, donc concrètement, c'est la meilleure lampe du jeu, quoi, hein, qu'on a actuellement. Elle a énormément de batterie. Enfin, la batterie dure très longtemps. Bon, à mon avis, avec un Nightmare, ça va partir un peu plus vite.
Ooh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll solve all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
Ouais, du coup, je disais, c'est l'une des lampes qui va durer le plus longtemps, mais vu qu'on est en cauchemar, je pense à mon avis ça va durer un peu plus longtemps, mais pas aussi longtemps que dans les autres difficultés, je pense. Mais c'est déjà pas mal que j'ai cette lampe. Hein.
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Sleep. We all spend a third of our dreams in soft embrace, somewhere between fantasy and oblivion.
Hey, remember when I got you that gig?
But
Your
dreams
first
have a way
real
of
writing
forcing
job. What got you
themselves into
started?
waking life,
Was this one of your
or vice
episodes?
versa. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until his highness over there is good and ready. Oh, wow. Who's that? You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this. Wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream? Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream. And the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream. But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this. Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys. And they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there. I don't know what that means. It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat... Yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm. Hey, something's happening here. Yeah? What's that? What? Can't you hear that? Oh, God help us, it's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids. Please don't wait.
Ok, c'est bon, c'est fini. Ah, tiens, j'avais pas vu qu'il y avait un thermos ici. Allez, bim, on le ramasse, comme ça c'est fait, on n'en parle plus. Bon, là, il n'y a plus de pages en cauchemar à récupérer, vu qu'il n'y en a qu'une. Donc, on va y aller. On continue, c'est y part.
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
Juste avant que j'active ça, je vais probablement voir ce qu'il y a ici. Ok, bon, ça c'est les dates de concert, ça. Pas la peine de perdre de temps à le lire. Oh putain, le nombre de gens qu'il y a. Phew.
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff. Be careful, Al!
T'inquiète, je fais attention, mais je vais faire attention, Barry, t'inquiète pas.
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
Bon, finalement ça va, ça dure plutôt longtemps, ça va. Même en cauchemar, donc ça va. Alors normalement ici, c'est là où c'est la dernière radio du jeu. Ah bah tiens, on peut en trouver une ici si on veut. Voilà. Allez, c'est parti.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, you know, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too.
Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, you know, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but...
Definitely, Pat.
Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, you know? Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat.
Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
Donc voilà, officiellement ici c'est la toute dernière radio du jeu. Donc je sais pas, attends, j'en ai découvert combien de radios? Bah je les ai toutes découvertes, mais j'ai pas eu le succès qui est tombé. D'accord, ok. Et en termes de TV show, il m'en reste qu'une seule. Ok. Ok, très bien. C'est les succès qui sont un peu buggés sur la version Epic, j'ai l'impression. Ouais, les succès sur la version Epic, c'est un peu buggé. Hein. Faudra que j'essaie de trouver un genre de Steam Achievement Manager, mes versions Epic. Parce que là, concrètement, il y a des succès qui sont censés tomber et ils sont pas tombés. Donc, ouais, faudra que je regarde ça, ouais.
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Il me faudrait bien des munitions de flair si possible. Dommage, enfin de lance-fusée, je veux dire.
Got to be kidding me.
Bon, déjà une flash, c'est bon. Nickel. Bon, je crois qu'eux, ils vont des pop après, donc ça devrait le faire. Ouais, on dirait qu'ils ont des pop, ouais.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me.
Hey, let's go, man.
Bon, bah là, c'est... On est plus très loin de la fin du chapitre, hein, de l'épisode 4.
I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. Looks pretty heavy. Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
Nickel. Je vais visiter un peu, parce que là c'est pratiquement presque la fin de l'épisode, donc... Ouais, juste après je vais couper mon micro, parce que de toute façon après il n'y aura plus rien à raconter par la suite, donc ce sera la fin de l'épisode. Je regarde juste si... Il n'y a pas quelque chose ici. Pas vraiment l'impression qu'il y ait quelque chose. Non, bah, il n'y a plus rien, hein. Ouais. Allez, c'est y part, on rentre dans la baraque et on continue jusqu'à la fin du chapitre de l'épisode.
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box. You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
Yeah, I don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the clinic. They seem to slip away a lot so they can get wasted.
No kidding. Those guys sound awesome. Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talking about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be... What's her face? The crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
Bon, vu que ça va être la fin de l'épisode dans pas très longtemps, je vais plus parler jusqu'à la fin de la vidéo. Donc, bah voilà, hein, on y va jusqu'à la conclusion et on se retrouvera la prochaine fois. Hein. Allez, portez-vous bien.
Find the lady of the light, okay?
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
Coming! It's all right! I'm coming!
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Beyond this lost memory, there was nothing. I had to follow the footsteps of my past self to find out what had happened that night. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her.
Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it.
I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious, and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words. Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. "Hey, Hartman, where's Al?" Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder. Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach. Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front, and he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here. damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between. I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate. For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded. Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver. Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan. Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure. Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. "Sleep well, Alan," Hartman whispered with a smile. "Let me take care of you." He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it. Agent Nightingale stared at the passed-out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest. The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free. It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back. Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself. When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears. Hartman had never felt as anxious as during the week after Maud had managed to lose the Wakes. Their car stood by the path that had once led to Diver's Isle. Hartman thought about Thomas Zane's cabin in the depths. It was only a matter of time before Wake started writing. They had to be found, and fast. The moment he heard on the police radio that Sheriff Breaker had picked up Wake, he was already in his car driving toward town. For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated, an emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly. Deputy Mulligan tuned Thornton's chatter out. He didn't think writers were particularly useful people, and a huge manhunt for one struck him as idiotic. Certainly not worth the missed opportunity for coffee and pie. It wasn't even clear what the man had done, except run from them at the trailer park. Mulligan knew he wasn't alone. The sheriff's patience with the Fed was running out. As the deputies hauled Wake and Wheeler away, Agent Nightingale eagerly examined the stack of papers Wake had been carrying. It was incomplete, a collection of random pages, but there was enough. He saw his own name in there, among others. His hand shook with emotion. Finally, it was proof. He had been right all along.